Tourism in Moray is just so ripe with opportunities.
Just show enthusiasm, be confident, be passionate about the place that you're going to work in.
You don't appreciate the number of people that are involved in the whisky industry.
Walker's started in 1898. The original shop is still in the High Street in Aberlour. We're now on 4th generation. We export to 106 countries around the world. We care about what we do here. I think that's probably the most important thing. I look after everything to do with people, so from recruitment, selection, contracts. So I have quite a few things to do with training and development and job descriptions, you name it. Anything to do with people I find fascinating because it's fairly unpredictable, but also I think you can get a huge sense of fulfilment from helping people to develop their careers.
My name's Jessica Cruikshank and I'm the Sustainability Coordinator for Walker's Shortbread. I think I'm so lucky because my job's really varied. I'm dealing with Valpack just now and looking at our packaging obligations. So we'll look at everything from film to carton to pallets going out the door.
My name is Cameron Grant, I work in sales operations. To be honest, I didn't really have a plan. It was more later on in school I realised that I wanted to go into sales, but I didn't really know how to do it. Dealing with all the different customers and seeing the sales numbers, depending on the product at different times of year, how the product spikes up in sales or how it drops down in sales. Knowing the difference in weather can really make a difference on a certain product.
My job mainly involves recruitment, so I do all of the interviews, the inductions, and I go out to lots of schools and tell them all about Walkers and HR. The part I find most challenging about my job is the same thing that I find the most enjoyable, dealing with lots of different people, different personalities, different backgrounds and different cultures, always making sure you deal with them all the right way.
My name's Rebecca Harrison and I'm the Events and Functions Manager. So there's two sides of it. One is function, so that's weddings, corporate events, and then the other side of it is outdoor events. So we do an Easter event, we work in conjunction with Cadbury. The weddings is definitely where you're really liaising with people to make sure that everything is absolutely as it should be. But what then makes it is obviously following it through and being there with them on their big day.
My name is Tony Baxter and I'm a guide at Brodie Castle. I've been a musician all my life. Because I was the youngest, the band had to come and see my mum and dad and promised to look after me and make sure I clean my teeth at night. And I went on the road. Come up here really because I've always wanted to do this. Meeting the various people, I really do love that. It's such a fascinating history up here and a beautiful castle to boot. Would never want to leave it. I'm in love with it.
My name is Chris Pepper and I am one of the gardeners here. We have a lot of big things. One of the things about castles is they didn't generally do things on the small scale. It was big stuff. So one of our major things that we have here at Brodie is a daffodil collection, which was bred by one of the lairds who lived here around the turn of the last century. You need a lot of stamina. To be a gardener, you need a lot of stamina. Without the volunteers at Brodie Castle, we wouldn't be able to do our job.
Well, my name is Graham Cruikshank and I am a Distillery Operations Manager. So we start from the raw materials, the malted barley into the distilleries, and we process that through various different processes in the distillery, right to the end of we produce what we call new make spirit. My job on a day-to-day basis is primarily looking after the whole function of the distillery. A big part of the job now is compliance with various aspects, so health and safety compliance, environmental compliance.
My name is Alan Retty and I am the Lab Quality Manager. The most interesting part of my job is doing new method development, so it's analytical method development, looking for different compounds in whisky. I just love doing chemistry, so I went to university. There was no real plan of where I was going to work after that. It was just do chemistry, enjoy it, and then see what happens.
My name's Ross Keddy. I am the Business Improvement Leader for Bulk Northern Operations. Strathella Distillery is the oldest working distillery in the Highlands. It's one of the smallest distilleries in the Chivas portfolio, but it makes one of the best spirits. The whisky industry itself is an incredibly fascinating industry to be in. It's very diverse. I meet a lot of great people and I'm involved in a lot of great projects.
Your role within a small business is going to be so varied. The thing I love about the job is you don't know what's going to happen from one day to another, but it's never dull. It's never ever boring. So I moved to the area to work at Johnston's of Elgin, and I was their senior designer. Absolutely loved that. Textiles was my thing, art was my thing. Not running an activity centre and a wigwam site, definitely not. I love what I do. Our young people bring us ideas, they bring us enthusiasm. They talk to people differently. They're great with the kids at birthday parties, they're great with the retired people who come in for a coffee, and they bring an awful lot to the team.
I like the fact that we're quite a small team here. We all kind of have our own responsibilities, but we all work together really well, and you don't know what you're going to be getting from day to day, and you get to meet quite a variety of people. With the variety comes a lot of different things to juggle. Prioritising tasks, making sure that you prioritise them effectively and get the things done in a timely manner.
Health and safety is a huge part of the job. We have a lot of safety briefs for every individual activity that we do. Challenges in my job is communication with people, because people communicate differently. Sometimes it's really easy, sometimes it takes a lot longer to get across what I'm trying to get the person to do or what I need them to look out for.
I wanted to do something with children, so now I'm doing a health and social care course, so this is where this job helps me get some interaction with kids, and that will help me for my CV later on. I enjoy serving to the public, I enjoy the customer interaction, it's really rewarding as well, and I also like the kids parties, I enjoy doing that as well, seeing them smile, the birthday parties are always fun.
People are blown away by what Moray has to offer, and I think that's what people don't know, and I don't know if our young people know that.